Chapter 7. Wink, wink. Another plan did not come easy. I thinked and thinked for a real long time. Finally, I tapped on my bestest friend, Lucille. Want to help me, Lucille? I asked. Want to help me figure out my secret admirer? Lucille did mad eyes at me. Just because you have a secret admirer doesn't mean you're prettier than me, she said, very annoyed. I looked surprised at her. I never said I was prettier, Lucille. I said, it's just that someone in room 9 loves me better than he loves you, and I keep on wondering who it is. Lucille leaned close to my face. It's a cuckoo head boy. That's who it is, she said. After that, she scooted her chair to the end of the table and she turned her head away from me. I did a mad breath at that girl. Keep acting like that and you'll be sweeping your own castle, I said. After that, I looked all around room 9. And guess who I saw? I saw Crybaby William, that's who. Crybaby William sits right behind me. And he is the shyest guy I ever heard of. And so maybe he might be my secret admirer. I spinned around in my chair and waved at him. Hello, shy boy, I said real cute. William looked nervous at me. Oh, what do you want? He said. I wrinkled up my nose, very darling. Yeah, only you don't even have to be shy of me anymore, William, because I think I know your secret, I said. After that, I put my chin on his table and I winked my eye at him. Only I'm not actually good at winking, and so I have to say the words. Wink, a wink, William. I said, wink, wink, wink. See my eye? See how it is trying to wink at you? William's face started to sweat. Turn around, please, he said. I did a giggle because that admirer boy was shyer than I thought. You are a silly sausage, William, I said. Then I tried to tickle him under his chin, but William swatted my hand away. I tapped my fingers on the table. Okay, here's the thing, William. Swatting my hand is not actually that admiring, so please do not do that again. After that, I tried to tickle his chin again, but this time he ducked under the table. I did a frown because something did not seem right here. Finally, I bended my head down and I peeked at him. I'm going to take a wild guess here, William. You're not actually my secret admirer, are you? I asked. No, said William. No. After that, I did a big sigh and I turned my chair back to my own table. I looked all around room 9 again, and guess what boy I saw next? I saw Polly Allen Puffer. That's who. And he is always teasing me, and so maybe he is my secret admirer. I zoomed to his table, speedy fast. Wink, wink, Polly Allen Puffer, I said. Oh, wink, wink, wink. What's wrong with your eye? He said. I puckered up my lips and I blowed that guy a kiss. Thank you for the beautiful Valentime, Paul, I said. Polly Allen Puffer looked strange at me. Paul? Who's Paul? What beautiful Valentine? My Valentine was the one with the oozy slime monster on the front, he said. Don't you remember it? Just then I made a face because I remembered it, of course. I hurried back to my seat. That's when I saw a boy named Ham. And Ham hardly even knows me. And so he was worth a try, I think. I quick went to his table. Okay, Ham, I'm running out of patience here, so listen carefully. I faced my eyeball at him. Wink, wink. Okay, now are you my secret admirer or not? And please tell me the truth or you will be sorry. Ham sticked out his tongue at me. Also, he put his thumbs in his ears and he flapped his hands up and down. Alrighty, I said. I'm going to take that as a no. After that, I went back to my table and I sat down real frustrated. I put my head in my hands very glum. Because guess what? Finding a secret admirer is not as easy as it sounds. Chapter 8. Who knew? Pretty soon the bell rang for recess. I hurried over to my friend Grace because maybe she would help me find my secret admirer. Both of us skipped outside to the playground. Then all of a sudden, I stopped real fast because I accidentally left my beautiful Valentime on the table and I didn't want anyone to take that lovely thing. Wait, Grace, wait right here. I will be back in a jiffy, I said. After that, I ran my fastest back to room 9. And guess what? I spied that meanie Jim at my table. And he was picking up my beautiful card. Hey, what do you think you are doing, mister? I yelled real loud. Then I zoomed to my table zippity quick and I yanked that card right out of his mitts. After that, I started running to the door, but Meanie Jim sprinted in front of me and he held up his hand. Stop! He yelled. Don't take that Valentine outside. If you take it outside, you'll get it dirty. I made squinty eyes at that boy. No, I will not get it dirty, I said back. And anyway, this is not your beeswax, Jim. Jim stamped his foot. Ugh. Yes, it is to my beeswax, Looney B. Johns, he yelled. That card costed me a whole month's allowance and I don't want you to get dirt on it. As soon as he said it, he quick put his hands over his mouth. But I already heard his words. I did a gasp. You, Jim? You are the one who bought this card? I asked. Why? How come? Is this some kind of meanie boy joke? Jim started sputtering a real lot. Yes. No. I didn't buy that car. It just looks like it costed a lot of money. That's all. And whoever bought it spent his whole allowance, I bet. I kept on staring at that boy. Because something smelled like fish here, that's why. But if you're not the one who gave that Valentine, then how come you're acting so funny, Jim? I asked. And how come your words are sputtery and nervous? And how come your face is reddish and blotchish? Just then, Jim clunked himself in the head. Darn it! I knew I'd ruin it. I always ruin everything. Now everybody in room 9 will know that I like you and I wanted it to stay a secret, he said. All of a sudden, my whole face felt happy. You like me, Jim? You really like me? Because you never acted like you like me. And so, since when do you like me? That's what I would like to know. Jim's face got a silly look on it. I've always liked you, he said real quiet. I just act like I don't like you, so nobody will know I like you. I looked confused at him. But if you like me, how come you always call me names? I asked. Jim shrugged his shoulders. Because you call me names, he said. I did a big breath. Oh, yes, Jim. I know I call you names, but that's because you started it first, I explained. No, I did not. He said, you started it first. I shook my head. No, Jim, you did, I said. No, Junie B, you did, he said back. No, you did. No, you did. No, you. All of a sudden, Jim raised his hand in the air and he waved it all around. I called on him. Jim? I said. Maybe we both started it, Junie B, he said. Maybe we both started calling each other names on the very same day. Just then I started to smile, because that would be fair of us, I think. After that, I skipped around him in a happy circle on account of this was a nice development. I grabbed his hand. Hey, Jem, let's go tell Mrs. that we're friends, want to? Because she will get a kick out of this, probably, I said. But all of a sudden, Jim plopped down on the floor and he wouldn't even budge. I stared and stared at the top of his head. Okay, this doesn't actually seem like that good of a start for us, Jem, I said. He looked up at me. I know, he said, but I can't tell the teacher that I like you. I can't tell anyone. If I tell people, it will ruin everything. I wrinkled my eyebrows. Everything like what? I said. Like all my friends will know I like girls, and that will be embarrassing. He said, plus room 9 won't ever be the same again. I didn't understand. Why, Jim? Why won't it be the same? I asked. Because it will be dull and boring. That's why. He said, because if you and I like each other, then I won't tease you anymore. And if I don't tease you, then you won't tease me back. And that means you won't shout silly, funny stuff at me that makes people laugh. He rocked back and forth on his feet, very bashful. You make room 9 sparky, he said, kind of quiet. After that, he smiled very cute and he poked my arm with his fingers and he made a sparky sound. Zzz, zzz, he said. Zzz, zzz. I laughed very loud and I sparked him right back. Zzz, zzz, I said. And so guess what? Then me and that silly guy started chasing each other all over room 9 and we kept poking and sparking and it was the funnest game I ever even heard of. Only too bad for us because all of a sudden we heard a noise at the door. Oh no! It was Mrs. She caught us in the room. Hey, what's going on in here? She said, you two are supposed to be on the playground. Me and Jim stopped very fast. Then Jim looked nervous at me because he was afraid I would tell his secret, I think. All of a sudden, I pointed to him kind of mad. It's his fault, Mrs. I said, because Jim poked me and made a sparky sound, and then I had to poke him back and make a sparky sound too, only he couldn't let that be the end of it, and so pretty soon we were chasing and sparking and chasing and sparking, only just now you came in the door, and so the chasing and sparking are over apparently, and so we will just be on our way to the playground, I believe. I tapped on her. Pardon me while I get by, I said very polite. Mrs. rolled her eyes way back in her head. Honestly, you two, it's Valentine's Day, she said. Can't you get along for just one day? After that, she took us by our hands and she marched us outside. We waited for her to leave. Then he looked at me kind of shy. You did good, he said. Thank you for not telling my secret. I smiled at that nice boy. That's okay. Thank you for my mushy gushy Valentime, I said back. After that, I faced my eyeball at him. Wink, wink, Jem, I said. Wink, wink, wink. And guess what? Jim pointed his eyeball right back at me and he winked. Very perfect. After that, we run off to play with our friends, or else people might think we liked each other, and that would ruin everything. That is how come I never ever told anybody about Jim's secret, not even my bestest friends, Lucille and Grace. Because Meanie Jim is the bestest secret admirer I ever had. And guess what else? Room 9 is still staying sparky. Zzz. The end. What a wonderful book that was, boys and girls. I hope you had so much fun reading with me and Junie B on her Mushy Gushy Valentine with her secret admirer. And maybe somebody isn't very nice to you in school, and maybe it's because they are your secret admirer. But no matter what, make sure that you are kind to each other, especially on Valentine's Day. Thanks for watching. If you love this book and want a copy of your very own, you can get one at the link below. If you had fun reading along with me, please like this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out all the other videos where I read books aloud just for you. I hope I'll see you guys soon and you'll come back and read with me again next time.